my name is pronounced 3 times, I'm going to correct it. If I hear it once, I'm okay, twice, I'm okay, but if I hear it 3 times, I correct it. And this morning, I've heard it 3 times. So my name is not Sonny, it's Sonny. S-O-N-Y, Sonny. All right, great. Thank you so much. Honorable Minister, allow me to ride on all the protocols that have already been established in this place. And I will quickly go to the few remarks that I have. And to all my fellow creative artists, very, very welcome. And I know a number of people will be saying, hey, fellow creative artists, Sonny Zulu, you are a CEO, you're a pastor, are you also a creative artist? Yes, you have heard I'm an author, and I can tell you that authors tell stories, they are also creative artists. So ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to share a few remarks at this very important summit. And speaking on behalf of the bank, I'd like to say thank you so much to the ministry for really allowing us to be a part of this by supporting the great work that is being done. As I share today a few remarks, I want to anchor on the themes or the pillars, strategic pillars that we have heard from the head of state so many times. And these are around investments, technology, partnerships, and value addition. Let me start with investments. My fellow creative artists, creativity is not a charity. It is commerce. We must break away from the outdated mindset that the creative arts are something to be supported out of sympathy. Creativity is not a charity. It is a business. A serious, viable, scalable business. Now, I've been a banker for over 22 years now. And in the last 22 years, I've been receiving letters from creative artists. Sadly, most of the letters that I've been receiving over the past 22 years have been those letters seeking support, donations, and sponsorships. But hey, wait a minute. Where are the business proposals? Where are the business plans? Where are the cash flows? Across Africa, the creative industry contributes over $50 billion to GDP and employ millions. So if this is an industry that generates so much and contributes so much, where are the business proposals? Investors, whether public or private, pay for value. And value starts with how we package and price our work. Some creative artists still need a lot of help, even just pricing. As a big bank, I should not pay the same price that a small organization will pay. You should not invoice me in the same way that you would invoice somebody who is having a kitchen party. There are times, Honorable Minister, there are times when out of my own moral persuasion, I have rejected an invoice from an artist and have said it is not morally right for me to pay this amount. Go and multiply it by 3. And it's not just about pricing right. It's also about having your documents in place, registration, proper invoicing. There are some artists, creative artists, that are so good at what they do. Now, when they come to an institution like ourselves, like Standard Chartered Bank, and you ask them to say, can you give me an invoice and give me an account number where we should pay, problems start. Can I give you my cousin's account number? No, your account number. No, this is a business. You cannot not have an account. So let's put all those things in place as we are looking at this industry. It is important for us to know that before people buy your product, they are actually buying you. People have bought books even before they have read them. Why? They are looking at who was the author. People have rushed to the movies to go and watch a movie that nobody else has seen. Why? It is because KOK is in there. What they are buying Tony. Because they know. And there comes the discussion around branding. Now, on branding, this is a different thought process that I want to present to you. And this is a Sonny Zulu thought process. Many times I hear phrases like, create your brand. But I want you to think about this one differently. Here's an alternative. Try not to focus on building a brand that will define you. Instead, focus on building you that will define your brand. No, you didn't hear that. A lot of people think about this brand that they begin to create in their mind. And then they start following to say, let me be like that brand. And many times you become an imposter. But when you are authentic, because you already have it in you, it is there. You are building you. The brand then is created by you. It is being defined by you. To attract meaningful investment in our industry, we must professionalize the way we operate. Now hear this. The days of showing up 2 hours after the scheduled time is not only unprofessional, but it is disrespectful to your audience and your hosts. The days of failing to distinguish between a corporate event and a street party should be a thing of the past. As we ask for investments in this sector, we must also invest in ourselves. Talent is just raw potential. A naturally funny person must still study the art of stand-up. Learn corporate etiquettes, timing, audience dynamics. Being gifted is not enough. You must be trained, polished, business-minded. Let us also not shy away from advocacy. We must be part of the budget conversations. Let us push for those tax incentives that can stimulate private sector funding and reduce cost of production, attract foreign exchange into the country. I'll be very quick on the last three, very quick. Technology. Now, I know a lot of people are yet to know how to use artificial intelligence. And some actually frown upon it. I want to submit to you that if you do not adopt technology, if you do not embrace technology, if you do not know how to use AI, there's so much that you're missing out. Talk about music as an example. We're not talking about just going on AI and say, put this song for me and create it and no. But there are so many AI tools that you can use today that can make your work far much easier. Get to know which tools. And some of those tools, you may have to pay for them. It's fine, pay for it. It's an investment. Let us give. Let me just give a practical example. NFTs. We need to know your market is not only Zambia. Our market is global. What are NFTs? Non-fungible tokens. How can I be able to benefit from that? In Zambia, we must equip our creatives with tools and training to leverage technology, not to replace the human spark, but to elevate it. Let me quickly rush to move on to partnerships. No one can build alone. Collaboration is the new competition. Artists should never operate in silence. A photographer and a poet can create a visual poetry exhibition. A musician and a fashion designer can produce a lifestyle brand. When creatives partner, they multiply impact and not divide it. Beyond fellow artists, we might also think about partnering with institutions like banks and fintechs. Let me give a small but powerful example. Traditionally, when dance troupes, honorable minister, perform, what do? We go and give them a small token. 100 kwacha, 500 kwacha, 700, 1,000 for those that are more generous and more. But now things have changed. We must move with the time. Every time I take my wallet, I give it to somebody and say, is there money in my wallet? I don't move with money anymore. So when the dance troopers dance, they don't have any other way or platform to be able to pay them. Now, it is embarrassing both for me and for them. Because the money, if I take my card, there's nothing that has been provided. But all of these are workable. We can work together to set up QR codes, mobile wallets, tap-to-tip systems, which you just tap and you tip. Imagine a street performer collecting 100 kwacha in digital payments through real-time donations. Partnerships with telcos, payment providers, and even insurance companies can make our work more secure, scalable, and professional. Lastly, it's around value addition. Creativity must move up the value chain. A raw gemstone is beautiful, but a polished diamond is priceless. In the same way, a song is not just a melody, it's a soundtrack for feel. A design is not just a trace, it's a brand. A painting is not just decor, it can be printed, exhibited, and licensed. We must think beyond creation and embrace value addition. Can our crafts create employment? Can it become intellectual property? Can it be exported? Value addition is not just about adding value to our creatives, it's also about adding value where we are. As creative artists, am I adding value in my community, at my church, at my workplace? Remember, people will hire you not because of what you have taught them on your LinkedIn profile, but because of what they have heard and what they have seen. And add value to the projects that are going on. Do not wait to be invited. For example, Standard Chartered Bank building, if you come in that building, the entire building has local paintings or paintings that have been done by local artists. When you see a project coming up, volunteer and go there and just say, how can I add value to this building that you're putting up? How can I add value to this launch? When you see the beautiful Addis Ababa roundabout and it's going to be launched, you go and find out, when is it going to be launched? How can I come and add value to that launch? Because don't expect that people are all creative in those beautiful offices. They're not. You have the creativity. And do not wait to be invited. It's a business. You go there and you source the business. So as I conclude, the future of Zambia's creative economy lies not just in inspiration, but in institution, in structures, in systems, in smart governance, in board innovation. So as we go on in this conference, let us think about investing in ourselves, our systems, our stories. Let us think about embracing technology, not to replace us, but to refine us. Let us think about collaboration, because we are stronger together. And let us add value, so our creativity becomes currency. The creative economy should not always be seen as a side hustle. And I've heard people say, you know what, you cannot be successful in here, you need another, so this one becomes a side hustle. No, it is a national asset. And if we govern it well, and innovate boldly, it will not only thrive, it will transform our country and our continent. Thank you so much.
CEO, well spoken. See that is